Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this offset gatefold Valentine's card. It's using the Iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper, which goes with the Iconic Imagery stamp set. And the funny thing is, when I got it, it was at the end of last year, and there were lots of sort of Christmassy winter holiday images, candy canes and trees and snowflakes and all that good stuff. And it wasn't until I looked through it I realized that there's a sheet that has sort of starbursts, which could be July, it could even be July 4th, not that it's red, white and blue. And there are birthdays, there are champagne glasses, then of course there are the hearts that we're going to be using today. So it's quite a versatile pack of paper, and a very versatile, lasts longer than just the holidays sort of set. So I was quite pleased I had discovered that. So without further delay, let me get started and I'll show the ingredients that we need. So it's using a piece of Moody Mauve, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored on one side at 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to fold that down and give it a crease with the bone folder, and the other side would be 2 3/4, but you know how sometimes if we score it, depends on where it falls in the paper trough, it can just be a little bit off kilter. So I'm actually going to fold this over, butt it up against the 1.5 inch piece, and then when we have it in place and do it with the bone folder, we now know that we've got an exact match. So the inside is, it's just the usual 5.25 by 4. So let me get my my rolling adhesive seemed to be running out at the same time. So let me just get some. Ooh, this is a stretchy one. I'll just go a little bit slower then. So we'll just pop that in the middle, because with it being a slightly dark cardstock, it's nice to have something in the middle. And then what I did was I took the Iconic Imagery, and this piece is cut at 1.25, and this piece is cut at 2.5, and they're both 5.25 inches. So they will mat onto the two offset sides. So we'll pop that one on to that side quickly. Pop that onto the other side. There we go. So now we have the front decorated, as it were, and we just need the panel which goes on the front. So what I did was I took a piece of plain white cardstock, and I took the Moody Mauve, and I got my blending brushes, because I felt plain white under the heart on the plain white layer was going to be a little bit plain. So what we need to do is just tap it off gently and then go on to the cardstock. So this is how I did that. So you get just like a nice refrain of the colour. And then I took the dies from Friends for Life, and I cut out the under heart, and then I cut out the overlay in the Cherry Cobbler. And again, Cherry Cobbler to me is a colour that I use more for Christmassy cards, but it blends really nicely, and it's still a red, it's just a bit of a deeper, more leaning towards the burgundy red is what I would call it. So then, ooh, my arms are not long enough. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat, and I am going to attach the front heart to the back heart, and I'm going to just add little dots of glue. And the nice thing about this sort of mosaic design of heart is there are lots of places where there are nice junctions. Not everywhere is super slim and skinny. So I'm trying to keep my glue dots in those areas. You might be able to see. So that's the glue on, and then what we'll do is we will attach this to the under heart. Just need to slide it across just a little bit and then give it a chance to dry. And then while that's drying, I will go ahead and stamp the greeting in the corner. And the greeting, love you lots, I got from the Otters, the utterly amazing stamp set. So I'm going to bring in the cherry cobbler ink to keep it with the theme. When I was doing my sample to try the idea out, I did it with the Moody Mauve and it was just a little bit too pale, so I upped the intensity and did it with the cherry cobbler. So I will go ahead and stick this layer onto the Moody Mauve square. And the Moody Mauve square is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the white is 3 1/8. Just so there's just a little bit of border around. And then what we'll do is I will come back and put some adhesive on the back of the heart and just attach that in its place. And then what we need to do is use our trusty ZZ fold technique. So the card, the front is going to go here, so I'm going to flip it over, and you always flip it vertically. You're not the other way, of course, because you'd have the glue on the wrong side. So flip it vertically, and then you know you can't put adhesive further than the seam, otherwise you will stick your card down to this side. So we'll just run some adhesive down there, down the other side. So when we come to put it back on, if we center it up again, you know there's no sticky adhesive on this side. And then I will put 3 little dots of glue and what I did was, using the dies again, down at the bottom there are 2 little hearts, so I cut myself a selection of hearts. Oops. Just going to pop that on the glue dot. That glue dot's not very big, so hopefully it will stick. And then the other one will go there. And then just to give them a little finish off, I'm going to use the Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to put, oh, you see this one's not going to stay put. I'll just have to hold it down until the glue works its magic. So I'm just painting on the Wink of Stella, and it just gives these hearts a little glisten. I don't know if you can see it there, just shining a little bit. I think these just need an extra crease with the bone folder to make it stay closed. So there you have it, 2 cards the same. Nice little quick Valentine's offset. Oh, this one is determined not to stay. Offset gatefold card. If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you in advance for those. If you have a question or a comment, pop those in the box below and I will always answer you. As you probably know, the ladies who subscribe, the stampers, that was a little bit sexist of me, wasn't it? The stampers who subscribe to my channel know all the directions and dimensions and any pertinent templates will always be on my blog. And last but not least, thanks so much for watching.